Did you know some leisure centres now host data centres that use excess energy to heat swimming pools? I'm Clive Margolis from Cowrie Green IT. Today I'm going to talk about data centres, all the heat they produce, and amazing new ways heat is being diverted into people's homes, offices, and even public swimming pools. So what's the issue? Firstly, what do we mean by a data centre? And by the way, it can be spelled C-E-N-T-R-E, British, or C-E-N-T-E-R, American. And I usually give in to the rest of the world and spell it the American way. Broadly speaking, data centres process data and move it around and store it. They can be anything from a single server in a single building to thousands of processors networked across the cloud. These data centres work around the clock 24/7 and generate a massive amount of heat. The largest data centres produce over 100 megawatts of energy, and that's enough to power 80,000 homes, according to the think tank Energy Innovation. A typical large data centre can generate 20 to 50 megawatts of heat, while a data centre campus can generate up to 300 megawatts. That's enough to power a medium-sized city, and the size and quantity of data centres is rising rapidly, so it's not surprising there's a growing interest in capturing all this heat. Essentially, your cooling can be someone else's heating where they need it. Although data centres are getting more efficient, the growth of data centres is relentless. In 2019, the International Energy Agency estimated the global electricity demand from data centres was 200 terawatt hours, around 1.5% of all the world's energy demand. In case you're wondering, a terawatt hour is 1,000,000 megawatt hours, and we all know that sounds huge. And a megawatt is 1,000 kilowatts, and a kilowatt is the amount it takes to heat up a traditional electric bar heater. Sounds massive by today's standards. It might surprise you to know that the global carbon footprint of ICT is greater than the aviation industry. Hyperscale and cloud data centres have more than doubled their energy demand since 2015. A UK company called Deep Green is putting data centres actually inside fitness centres, diverting the heat generated to heat the pools rather than the natural gas they previously used. A small data centre the size of a domestic washing machine and used for developing AI and machine learning was installed with the digital boiler in Exmouth Leisure Centre in Devon. The data centre is submerged in mineral oil, the heat is diverted to a heat exchanger, and it's pumped out to the pool as hot water. This is enough to heat the pool to 30 degrees Celsius for 60% of the time. The company claims the system can cut a pool's gas needs by more than 62%, save 20,000 a year, and slash annual carbon emissions by 25.8 tonnes. A venture known as Stockholm Data Park aims to meet the 10% of the entire heating needs of Stockholm, Sweden by 2035, housing heat-sharing data centres at designated sites in partnership with businesses and other organisations. Each one of these is capable of heating around 20,000 modern residential apartments. The business benefits in a number of ways, for example reduced energy costs, potentially cooling their data centres for free, marketing the heat produced, plus being seen to help climate change as well as helping local communities. This project will help Sweden reach its 2050 net zero greenhouse gas targets. In the Netherlands, a company called Switch Data Centres has replaced its gas generator units with data centre heating. This allows 97% of the server heat to be delivered to homes and offices, according to CEO Gregor Snip. So how do we cool a data centre? While the main methods involve air and liquid cooling, data centre cooling is a hot topic, and new and better techniques are coming on stream all the time. More futuristic cooling systems include geothermal cooling, AI and machine learning. People are now starting to realise the immense power of AI, despite its own big environmental footprint. to solve problems largely by recognizing patterns, and in this case, learning to optimize temperature. Google claims that DeepMind AI can reduce cooling energy use by 40% in 18 months. There's even a thing called solar cooling, which amazingly converts heat from the sun into cooling. So how do you engage with this technology? In theory, anyone can host a data center if they have somewhere to put it, but naturally, social enterprises like Deep Green are going to want to derive social benefit from where they're housed. And a paper published in Science Direct in 2018 by researchers at Aalto University indicated a positive ROI for data centers selling the heat back to the market. So even on a commercial basis, housing a data center for someone else could end up being a smart use of real estate within your organization. And what are the other benefits you might realize as an organization? Well, firstly, if your organization uses data centers, this is a way to contribute towards net zero, and it also ticks quite a few UN Sustainable Development Goals. For example, affordable and clean energy, industry, innovation and infrastructure, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, and climate action. If you're not familiar with the UN SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, I'm hoping to cover them in a future video. To find out more about data center cooling and how it could benefit your organization, have a look at some of the links I've left at the bottom of this video. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share so more people can see videos like this.